Hi everyone, this is Ms. Gerber and welcome to the recording for Year 7 Geography. This is going to give you some final touches on how to finish your map. Yesterday in class we looked at taking our features in our itinerary and putting them onto our map. So we started off with adding shapes such as the river, Brisbane River, and the botanical gardens. Remember that our environmental features would be in green, as shown, that our social cultural features would be in purple, and that our economic features, so you'd have a restaurant here, or a bank, that is going to be in red. I think it would be really helpful to label the features on your map. So for example, I'll put a point here for Goma, and I've written Goma. So in order to do that, we'll go to Insert at the top here. We'll go to Draw a Text Box. We will type in the text box what our feature is. So this feature is the Botanical Gardens. Then we can highlight that, make it bold, make it about 14. Drag the box out so we can read it, and there we go, that's labeled. So to do that again, let's put in a bridge. So please know that the shapes that I'm drawing aren't in their correct places. I haven't checked. This is just an example. So the Goodwill Bridge would be somewhere here. So that would be my bridge. To label it, I'll go Insert, Draw Text Box, put that next to the bridge, and say Goodwill Bridge. And again, I'd highlight that, make it bold so that it's easier to read, and make it about a 14. Then have that as, whoopsie, then have that as close to the bridge as you can. Okay, another good thing that would be important to include in your map is to label your features in the order that you're going. So for example, if we're starting here at the Wheel of Brisbane, I'm going to label it number 1, so that when we're viewing your map, we're able to see the direction that you've been in. So for example, if you go from the Wheel of Brisbane to Goma, Goma will be number 2. Then you cross over and you go to the mall, for example, that would be number 3. Then from there you go to the Botanical Gardens, that would be number 4. Then you cross back over, go to Streets Beach, and that would be number 5. So then it'll be easier for me when I'm looking at your map and marking it to see the direction that you're going and the route that you took. So that you can be creative with this, but the easiest way is just to do what we did with the text box and just to put in the number that way. So you can make that a bit bigger, make that about 20, make sure it's bold, and then move on to the next one. Draw text box, put that next to Goma, put a 2 in. Make it about 20, make it bold. Oh, let's put it closer to where Goma is, so you know that that's our second feature. Then let's make this number 3, etc. And you carry on numbering your features as you go along in your itinerary. Okay, great. Then from there, we're going to create a legend. So we're going to say Insert, Table. You are going to have 2 across, maybe 4 down. Let's move that here to the bottom. We'll write the title in. It's a legend. Let's make that a bit bigger. Bold, increase the size. And we're going to say that all my environmental features are green. Okay, so we will come and fill in this box with green. Okay, where do I do that? Background maybe? Nope. Okay, we go to design and we say fill. No, we don't want it red, we want it green. Then what's my next feature? It's going to be social, cultural. Then we're going to fill this in purple. Then our next feature is economic / political, and we're going to fill that in red. Then the last one will be river. We will fill that in blue. Okay, let's match those two colors. There we go. And then I want to insert a row below, and I want to put in bridge. And then we know that our bridge is a black line, so we'll fill that in black. Can you see my bridge is black there? So we'll just bring this legend up. Maybe make these a bit bigger. Then bold. Okay, great. So now we have our legend. Another thing to put on here is your title. So you could write Brisbane. So give your map a title. Brisbane South Bank. Okay, we want that to be quite big. Okay, we need to remember the acronym BOLT when we're creating our maps. B stands for border, so make sure your map has a border. Make sure it has an orientation, so a north arrow or compass diagram that shows the direction of north. A legend, a key, which we have. A title, which we have. A heading that describes the map and what it's showing. Scale and source. Okay, for your north arrow, you can just go to Google and get one of these images. I'm just going to take this one. I'm going to copy image, go back to my file. Whoops. It's too big. Okay, make it smaller. Let's see if that's going to work. No, that doesn't work. Let's delete that. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to save image into your folder where you've got all your pictures and information stored already. We're going to save it. We're going to go back to our publisher file. We're going to say insert, pictures, go to our folder, click on the picture, insert, make it smaller, put that somewhere on your map. Then our final step is we're going to click on the base map. Can you see I've selected the whole map at the back? And we're going to click delete on our keyboards. Oh, there we go. There we have our maps. And we're going to click save. And this will be your final copy of your map that we're going to work on next and create our links. Thank you.